Shalom Aleichem, sweetest friends. We are continuing our previous shir on the subject of Kanoim Pogim. It's great. The Rambam, as we learned in the previous shir, just to summarize what we learned, the Rambam holds, apparently, that there is no Kim Lev Rab Minei when there's Kanoim Pogim. And if the Rambam says a Chiv Malkus, Mashenkein Lefi Avanas Rabbi Kiva, which is Zatosis, there is Kim Lev Rab Minei. How does he prove it? Because Tosa says, how do you know that there's no nachur, there's no knas for a nachris? Because the Gemara says about a giores, ktana. How can you give her a knas? She's going to come and eat it b'giyusa. She's going to eat it out goya. Smashma, we don't want her to eat it as a goya. We don't want her to take her knas as a goya. So certainly a nachris isn't going to get a knas. So that's Rabbi Kiva Eiger. Why prove from there? Why not prove from the fact that a kusis has a knas? Mashma, that nachris doesn't have a knas. So Rabbi Kiva Eiger said that if you would have learned from there, you would have said that betzim and nachris does have a knas. The only thing is, it's maker than she does, but she only does it because of kimla d'Rav Minei. If you would have just learned from kusis, but since instead we learned from giores, there you see that it's a b'tur maker adin. But you see, Al Kol Panim, that in theory, you can learn that by an achris, there is Kim Levi Rav Minei, and that's why she's P'tura Minah Knas, because of Kim Levi Rav Minei. If you would have just learned it from Kusis, that's the way you would have learned. So Rabbi Kiva Eiger holds there is Kim Levi Rav Minei. Ram holds there is no. The Rabbi Kiva Eiger holds that there is Kim Levi Rav Minei, and the bigger Onish paters from the smaller Onish. And Rambam holds that there's no Kim Levi Minei, the bigger Onish has a part of the smaller Onish, never there's Malchus. And we said, what's the sort of the Machlokes? So we suggested, like the Achronim say, that according to Rabbi Kiva Eiger, that there is Kim Levi Minei. Pshat is that it's a Chiyuv Misa, Mutal Akrafta Gavris, like a Chiyuv Misa, not paters. And according to Rambam, it's not a Chiyuv Misa, it's only Rishus. And since it's only Rishus, there's no Kim Levi Minei. That's what we wanted to say in the previous shir. However, as Hagon Rav Ozer, Shlita, explains that you can't say this pshat not in the Rambam and not in Tosas. Because in Tosas you can't say this, because if there's a chiyuv misa be'etzem, then how can you prove from a giores? What's the b'chlal, the Gemara's raya from a giores? Because just like you wanted to say that by a nachris there's kim lev d'Rav Minei, there's also kim lev d'Rav Minei by a giores, because if she afterwards decides that she doesn't want to be Jewish, and it turns out that she was a Goya, so that's Mizbar Lamafreya that there was a Chiyuv Misa here. So just like you wanted to say by Nachris is Kim Lev d'Rav Minei, so by Gioris it also should be Kim Lev d'Rav Minei. At the time it's only a suffix. It's Mashman Rashi and Bava Kamel Amid Hey that there's a Chiyuv Misa. That besafek Kim Lev d'Rav Minei there's no P'tur Mimamin. But here it's really not a suffix, because Lamavreya, after she's mocha, she protests her gerus, it's going to turn out there was a vadai. She was a vadai nachris. And therefore we say Kim Lev d'Rav Minei. Just like we do by the Rabbi Kiva Eiger wanted to say we would say it by nachris. So Gioris is no different. So according to Rabbi Kiva Eiger, there'd be no raya from Gioris. According to Tosfos, because Gioris, there's no raya that there's me'ikar hadin, no knas, because Gioris is also Kim Lev d'Rav Minei. Afterwards, it's Barlam afraid that it was Kim Lev d'Rav Minei, that she was a Vadei Goya. So Al Korchoch that Tosfos, Kavanas Rabbi Kiva Eiger learned that by Kanoim Pogim, there's no Chiyuv Misa. There's no Chiyuv Misa, not like we wanted to learn. We wanted to learn that there's a Chiyuv Misa. So if there's Al Chiyuv Misa, so like we said, that applies equally to a Gioris, just like it would apply to an Achris. So how can you say that by Gioris there's no Kimel Rabmine? So it must not be else the Chi of Misa. There's no Chi of Misa. Kanoim Pogim, there's no Chi of Misa. And nevertheless, there's Kimel Rabmine. And Tosas learned that Kol Makom Shebefal Yesh Rishus Lahargo, wherever in practice one has Rishus to carry out the Chiyuv Misa, even if it's not Begeder Chiyuv. Nevertheless, you can't be Mechayev Mammon. Because sof, there is a Misa. And by a Giores, she hasn't been Mocha yet, so there's no possibility of carrying out the Chiyuv Misa. The word is, as long as there's a possibility of carrying out a Chiyuv Misa, like by a Nachris, as long as the possibility of carrying out a Misa, not a Chiyuv Misa, because there's no Chiyuv, but as long as the possibility of carrying out the Misa, that's what Pater is Kimlev de Rabbi. You can't be Mechayev Mammon, because sof Yesh Kan Misa. And that's included, like the Gemara learns in the pasuk, that if there's an asun, if there's death, then there's no money. You can't have misa and mammon together. Indeed, so learned Rabbi Kiva elsewhere, and he went l'shitaso b'biur divrei atosis. Let's see. Das Reb Elio Mizrachi in Parshas Vayishlach brought in the Magia to the Mishnah Lamelech at the end of Hilchos Chobel Umazik. That it says in the Gemara that Harodeif Achar Chavero Lahargo Uva Acher V'Harages Harodeif. If Reuven is running after Shimon to kill him, and then Levi comes and kills Reuven, if he could have killed Reuven, or he could have saved Shimon by not killing Reuven, but by just shooting Shimon in the leg, by shooting Reuven in the leg, then he's Chayiv Misa. Says the Mizrachi, that's only Badam Acher. But the Nirdaf himself that killed the Rodeif, even if he could have been saving by Echad Meivarov, the din is still that he's Pater, because he's not Chayiv to be Medaktek, since this person was Kam Lahargo. Frek Rabbi Kiva Eger and his son Reb Shlomo Eger and Ksubas Lamed Gimel on the Mizrachi, that it says in the Gemara in Sanhedrin 9 Dalet that Rodev Shev Shalat Silu Bechad Meivarov, that if you have a Rodev, that you can save him with one of his, by just shooting him in the leg with one of his organs. If he broke a kli, this Rodev, he's chayiv. Why? Because there's no chiyuv mis that patters him from mammon. So it's mashma that even the nirduf isn't allowed to kill him. Because if the nirduf was allowed to kill him, there is a chiyuv mis that patters from mammon. L'chora, teretz is pashut. Al pisvaras. Or Samech v'divrei Yecheskel that we learned in the previous year, that in such an instance, she'efshar lahatzilo be'echad meivarov, he doesn't have a chiyuv of rodef. There's just reshus l'nirdaf, not to be medaktek b'davar, and he can kill him. But since sof, there's no chiyuv misa, we don't say kim lev d'rab mineh. Shenken, if you have a rodef, she'if shalat silo bechad meivarv. There's a chalos chiv misa. Like Reb Chaim says in the Sefer, Achos Rotzeach, there's a chiv rodef. The Britzkerov in his Sefer, Achos Rotzeach, ein lo dam chayiv misa. But a person you can save mechad meivarv, it's not a chiv rodef. There's no chiyuv misa. Since there's no chiyuv misa, we don't say kim leib d'rabbi minei, even though the nirdaf can take him out. But there's no chiyuv misa here. It's just rishus l'nirdaf. It's pasha de teretz. Then what's the kasha? on the Mizrahi, who says that if somebody's running after his friend to kill him, even if you can say Bechel Me'varv, the Nirdaf doesn't have to be Medaktik. And Rabbi Akiva Eiger and his son asked, yeah, then why if he broke Kalim, is he chayiv? The Nirdaf can kill him. The answer is Pashut. The Nirdaf has Rishus to kill him, but not, there's no chiyuv. There's no chiyuv misa to pater. So why didn't Rabbi Akiva Eiger make this Pashut the chiluk? So we see, shehu einiach kanacha pshuta, שאפילו כשאין מוטל על הגברה, חיוב ועונש, כל שלמעשה מותר להורגו, פטור מממון. You're right, there's no onesh. There's no onesh. There's no chiyuv misa. But if lemaisa he can be killed, there's a ptur mammon, and therefore shavar as hakelim. Since there's an opportunity, possibility of him being killed, lemaisa by the nirdaf, patur mimamon. And he went l'shitasa Rabbi Akiva Eiger when he learned b'das hatosvis that there's kimlei b'derabminei b'bina b'kanoim Pogim bo. Even though it's only a rishus and it's not a chiyuv misa. Rabbi Akiva Eiger learned, as we've been discussing, that there is kimlei b'derabminei when there's a din of Kanoim Pogim bo, even though it's only a rishus. And we understand the proof from the Sugya of Geras Ktana. Since before there's no rishus, because of the suffix, we don't know if the girl is going to protest when she gets older, so you can't touch this boel. So there's no din kimlei b'derabminei. Because the ptur mimamon comes from the rishus lahargo. And here there's no rishus. There's no misa. There's no misa since there's no rishus. In other words, originally we wanted to learn b'shitas hatosis that the chiyuv misa pad is mimamon. And then we say if the chiyuv misa pad is mimamon, then by a goy Muslim afraid there's a chiyuv misa should be a ptur mimamon. So the teretz is not the chiyuv misa anymore. We're learning now it's the rishus. The fact that there can be misa here, which only applies, doesn't apply to Gyoros, applies to a nachritz. The fact there can be misa means that there is kimlei b'derabba minei. So that is all according to the shita of Rabbi Akiva Eiger and Tosis. So it's Rishus Lahargo. And that's what paters me, Mammon. And next, our next job for the next Shir B'Siyata D'Shmaya is to explain the Rambam. So we wanted to learn the Rambam. The reason there's no Kimlei B'Derabminei is because there's no Chiyuv Misa. It's not a chiyuv amutar kakafta de gavra. It's just a rishus. So we're going to see if that's true. We're going to discuss b'siyata d'shmaya in the next shir b'ritzos Hashem darkenu. I hope God should give us the life and the simchas chaim to do so. We're going to learn Shittas Rambam and get greater havana into this very choshev sugya of Kanoim Pogim bo and kimlei b'derabminei. It's called Divrei Salmo Terasa B'Yahava. Amen v'Amen. Shalom, shalom. Sweetest and most beloved friends.